Hello, I'm Egidio Deliu, and you're watching Sports Playback, the show that brings you the best highlights, scores, and matchups from Lawndale, Leuzinger, and Hawthorne right into your living rooms. Well, another exciting week is in the books. This past week, we saw two of our schools battling against each other, and the other with a dominating performance on the gridiron. First up, the Hawthorne Cougars traveled to LA Southwest College to take on Verbum Day, with both teams coming off of wins last week, but it was the Cougars who continued their winning ways. Hawthorne dominated the Eagles 41-0. Paris McDaniel and this offense are clicking on all cylinders, which is going to make for a fun rest of the season. Now for the game of the week. You saw it right here on CityTV Sports. This week's show featured two of our Centinela Valley schools playing against each other in an increasingly contentious crosstown rivalry, as the Lawndale Cardinals visited the hosting Leuzinger Olympians, who were coming off their first win in 17 games. Could the Cardinals play the spoiler? Let's take a look at the highlights. Both teams with new looks, Lawndale sporting the all-white unis. Chris Murray hands off to BJ Parkinson, who has a huge hole to the left and nothing but running room. Parkinson at the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Lawndale strikes first, a 72-yard run. On second down, Leuzinger looking to answer. Edson Santos with play action throws a tight spiral right into the hands of Lionel Smith for a 26-yard Leuzinger touchdown. Smith celebrates as we are all tied up in the first. Anything you can do, I can do better, as Murray handles the bad snap. A quick throw to wide open Jalen Walker, who runs in untouched for the second Cardinal score. The offense was on point tonight. Shotgun formation again. Murray fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, goes right, goes back left, and nothing in front of him but the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Murray, in his second year as the starting QB, is making plays. All Murray tonight. Murray drops back, throws a beautiful pass to Jalen Walker, and the 12-2 connection comes up with their second score through the air tonight. The Cardinals are running away at this point. This time, once again, play action. Murray keeps it, goes right, guiding traffic, and with blockers in front of him, sees the promised land as the Cardinals strike again with their fifth touchdown of the night. Leuzinger on their final drive looking for a spark. Santos keeps it himself, but instantly runs into a wall of Cardinal defenders. Lawndale wins this one big, 37-7. That win gave the Cardinals their first win of the season, and even though they had a hard road so far, Coach Mathieson is optimistic for the rest of the year. McCall Hall caught up with the coach after the game.
Now, in your opinion, what was the difference tonight? What was the difference? What got you guys over that hump?
Finally getting the right pieces in on defense and the toughness of the defense. Very, very physical game tonight. Very, very aggressive on their run rushes, and just being in the right spots at the right times, and just, when those pieces fall into place, good things happen.
Absolutely. Now, what's the key? You guys had the first victory. How do we get some more?
Just keeping those guys that are in the right spots healthy. We're not a very deep team. We only got 30 kids. We got to keep the guys we got healthy, and just we found a good place for them to play good football, and we just got to keep them there and keep them healthy.
Chris Murray had 166 total yards and 4 touchdowns on the night, and of course that first win of the year. On the other hand, the Olympians who started fighting were a little outmatched, but regardless, Coach Porter is staying optimistic about his young team. Sebastian Spencer has more.
Coach, tough loss today, but how does it feel to get in that first cross-league rivalry with Lawndale?
Probably not as good as they feel. We played hard, too many mistakes against a team that can execute. We got to get better at doing the little things, but I was proud of our effort. We played a lot better in the second half. Go back and watch the film and try to clean up the mistakes.
Now, Coach, you're coming over from a winning program in Crespi. What are you bringing that these kids haven't seen before?
It's hard to say. A lot. They probably couldn't cover it in the interview. But we're just trying to get them to understand how to play the game of football the right way and how to play the game of life the right way. So we're going to go back and watch the film and learn as much as we can and come out next week and try to improve.
Week 3 was all about adjustments, but league play is coming quickly, and now's the time to pull it all together. Let's take a look at what we have coming up in Week 4. All of our teams are at home this week, as Hawthorne will host the visiting Golden Valley Grizzlies as the Cougars look to build on their 2-game winning streak. The Lawndale Cardinals will have visitors as well, as the Palos Verdes Peninsula Panthers will try and stop the momentum Chris Murray and his team had in Week 3. Last year, this game came down to the wire. This year, look for another nail-biter. And now for this week's Game of the Week, we are back at Olympia Field as tonight the Rancho Dominguez Lobos will try to douse the Olympia Flame as they take on Leuzinger in what should be a pretty even contest. Edson Santos was 10 of 23 for 56 yards and a touchdown in last week's game. Tonight, he will have to improve on those numbers and look for guys like Lionel Smith and Nathaniel Vaughn to lead his team into victory. I'm excited. I know it's going to be a great game. So for the Sports Playback crew, I'm Egidio Deliu. Let's throw it down the field. Guys, take it away.